welcome guys. Welcome to yoga on this Tuesday morning. Again, I had some network difficulties. You had to reboot everything, so I apologize for starting late. We're going to spend the next hour together just letting go of stress, kind of recouping from a busy weekend and focusing on connecting our breath to our movement and really seeing how connecting with our breath can really change how we feel and how our body responds. First thing we're going to do is start with some relaxation. So let's go down onto our backs. Let our arms be restful at our sides. Palms open, face to the sky. I want you to close your eyes and start to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding belly, back, and ribcage. Exhaling out through the nose, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. And then start to become aware of your face, relaxing our eyes. Relax those cheeks. Relaxing our jaw. Breathing release and relaxation into the neck. And breathing from the top of our shoulders out to our fingertips. Breathing from our hips all the way down to our toes. And then breathing from the top of our head all the way out through the tailbone, and allowing our breath to weave itself in between each segment of our spine. So think about creating a very blank slate. From there, let's roll our head to the right, breathe into the left side of the neck. Bring the head back up and roll it to the left, breathing into the right side. And then we're back to our neutral center. From there, we're going to inhale both arms to the sky, and then exhale behind us. And I want you to stretch out through your fingers and push out through your heels. And then spread your fingers and your toes open as wide as you can. Scrunch them up tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch them tight. Spread wide. Scrunch up tight. And then just let everything relax. Now start to pull the left knee toward your chest and use your hands to bring it in all the way up. Flex and point the foot. Roll the ankle around and reverse. And then just rest your foot and then proceed to circle that knee around and reverse. And then hold the knee up nice and tight to the body. Let's send that leg out and we'll switch, pulling the right knee in nice and close to the body. Flexing and pointing. And then rolling that ankle around and around. And reverse. And then again, just rest your foot. And let's circle that knee around. And reverse. And then we'll hug the knee in nice and close. Pull the other knee and give it a good close hug. So now we're just relaxing the shoulders against the mat, but really hugging the knees tight to the body. Adding in a rock side to side. Massaging either side of our spine. And then hold neutral and circle both knees round and round. And then let's reverse. And then keep the knees tucked in, oh so close. Separate the knees so the big toes stay touching, but we're aiming one knee out over each shoulder. Let's add a few rocks while we're here. And then come back to that neutral center. We'll place our feet on the mat, toes in, heels out. Feet about hips distance, arms at our sides. Tighten the belly and slowly peel your spine off the mat. Pressing the hips up. So think about a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. No weight in the neck and no pressure or tension in the knees. If you feel this in your knees, you need to walk your feet a little farther away from your body. And then we'll slowly melt back down. Try that again. Tighten the belly and let's peel off the mat. Raising those hips and just holding our bridge. And then slowly melt back down. And then once we're back down, knees back to the chest for another nice tight hug. And then a few more rocks side to side. And then just hold that center neutral position and let's cross our ankles. Using our second and third fingers, I want you to hook around your big toes. And then from there, tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. Round so that your nose comes up towards your knees. And back down. Change the cross of your legs. Try again, hook around big toes. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. And round up. And release. One more time, change the cross of your legs, hook around those big toes, tightening the belly and rounding up. And now as we exhale again, we're going to roll all the way up. And that brings us into an easy cross-legged position. So we're going to allow the palms to open face to the sky, backs of the hands on the knees, shoulders down, chest up, head up. And that becomes seated mountain pose. Dropping chin to chest, breathe into back of neck. Inhale, lift the head to back, open throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift head to back, open throat. And then just come back to a neutral place. Let's turn our eyes to look over that right shoulder. Come back through neutral and we turn to look left. Return to neutral, and again, chin to chest. Now roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the chin and roll to the left. Drop the chin, roll right. Drop the chin, roll left. And then drop the chin. And bring the head back. Palms pressed together at your heart. From there, let's inhale towards the sky and exhale, open down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, open. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Now let's reverse the breathing. Inhale first, exhale up, and inhale, open. Exhale up, and inhale down. Exhale up, inhale, open. Exhale up, and inhale down. Once more, exhale up and inhale, open. And then from there, just begin to roll your shoulders from back to front. Increasing our circles. And then extending both arms high to the sky. Let the left hand lower, stretch the right hand a little higher. Gaze up at that right hand. And then side bend to your left and lift up. Side bend and lift. Once again, side bend, but now sweep forward, reach out, come back up, and let the arm lower down. A couple shoulder shrugs up, down. And then we'll send the left arm high, gazing up. Side bend to your right, and lift. Side bend to your right, and lift. Side bend to your right, sweep out, come back up, side bend, and lower the arms. Once again, couple shoulder shrugs up and down. And then just return your hands to seated mountain pose. We're going to take one more inhale. Exhale as we soften, and we transition to hands and knees. Now once we've made it onto hands and knees, got shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Wide spread fingers, pressing down through second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. That's what we call foundational hands. We're going to sink through the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. And then exhale, round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then find your way back to neutral. Let's extend through the left heel. Add the right arm forward, turning palm open to the sky. Exhale, lower switch. Extend and reach. Exhale, lower, let's switch again, extend and reach. Now let the arm open wide to the side. Bring it back to the front. And we're back to all fours. Switching sides, extend. Open the arm. Bring it back to the front. And release. Now touch big toes, push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop between your knees, forehead on the mat, palms open to the sky, and stretch your fingers towards that front edge of your mat. Breathe down the sides of your ribs. Return to foundational hands. Tucking the toes, we're going to start pushing that tailbone towards the sky. And then letting your heels drop closer to the mat. As you pull your ribs closer and closer to your thighs and the back of your shoulder blades, extending towards your gluteals. Let's nod the head yes. And then let it shake no. And then it's just going to hang out there. Begin to walk your dog, so we simply lift and lower each heel individually. And then keep one heel low and one heel high. And then switch that out. And then we press both heels down. And we inhale ourselves into a nice strong plank. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale down dog. Again, inhale to plank. Now modify to your knees. And from there, we're going to exhale and begin to lower. Elbows opening on the way down. Chest first, then hips. Tuck elbows in. Press through hip bones, tops of the feet. Lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale back into extended child's pose. Tuck the toes and we're back up into downward facing dog. And then we inhale again into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lower down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale this time back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk that dog a few more times. And then raise both heels nice and high. And then we'll press them down. From there, let's return to all fours. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, round out, cat. And back to neutral it is. Let's take our right foot, step forward between the hands. Make sure that your knee is over your ankle. Press down through the top of your left foot. And begin to lift upper body. Reach to the sky to form crescent moon. And then let the arms open wide, nice neutral spine hinging forward. There's a nice airplane. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Bringing you into runner's lunge. Got a straight line from the top of our head out through that left heel. And then from there, step the right foot back into plank. Press back up into down dog. Make your way back to all fours. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart. Exhale, round for that cat. And then return to neutral. And now it's left foot stepping forward between the hands. Ensure that your left knee remains over your ankle. Press through the top of your right foot. Reach to the sky. Crescent moon. Arms open, spine is neutral. Fold forward, ribs to that front thigh. There's our airplane. Releasing hands to mat. Tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee. And that brings us into our lunge. From there, let's step the right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now let's right foot back, left foot back into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink down. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, heart. And then arms extended our sides. Palms facing forward, opening that heart center. Spreading out those toes. Standing mountain pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's cradle elbows in the palms of our hands, forming a frame. Let that head dangle within that frame and feel your ribs resting on your thighs. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. And let's step back with our right foot, bringing us into runner's lunge. From there, push the right heel down, turn the right toes out. Let's align our left heel with the back of our right heel. Start to lift up our body. Make sure that your left knee stays over your ankle. Hip bones are facing forward, shoulders are square. Add your arms, warrior one. Good, open the arms nice and wide, stay long in the waist. Hinge forward. Once again, we're in airplane, but this is our warrior airplane. And then hands release to the mat. Return to runner's lunge and step that left foot back, hold your plank. Exhale, lower elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Let's extend right leg towards the sky, pressing up through the heel. Brings us into three-legged dog. And then we'll step the right foot through the hands, and that brings us into runner's lunge. Once you feel established in your lunge, let's lift up our body for high lunge. And then we'll add our arms for crescent lunge. And then let's place hands together at heart center. Inhale, rotate right, and exhale, let that left elbow tuck outside the right thigh, rolling right shoulder and elbow towards the sky for our prayer balancing twist. Exhale, we untwist hands to the mat. We step our left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. And return to standing mountain pose. Inhale again, reach high. And exhale, fold forward. We're going to inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And then see if you can slide your hands under your feet, pressing your big toes into that fleshy part of your thumbs, and really drawing yourself deeper down into those thighs. And then as we exhale, release off of your hands. And let's step left foot back into lunge. Once in lunge, we push left heel down, turn left toes out slightly. Align right heel with back of left heel as we start lifting. We chuck. Is our right knee still over our ankle, hip bones facing forward. Shoulders square, arms. Warrior one. Arms open, nice neutral spine. Folding forward so our ribs come close to that front thigh. There's our warrior airplane. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Return to that runner's lunge. Send the right foot back into plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now let's send the left leg behind us, reaching it towards the sky for three-legged dog. And then from there, let's step the left foot through the hands, bringing us back into lunge. Once there, we've got left knee over ankle. We're still on the ball of our back foot. And when ready, we're going to lift up our body. That becomes our high lunge. And then we can add the arms high to the sky for crescent lunge. And then we've got hands together at heart center. Big inhale as we rotate to our left, and then as we exhale, we bring that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, continuing to roll left shoulder and elbow open towards the sky. Exhale, let's untwist. Hands return to the mat. Step the right foot in. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then return to our standing mountain pose. Let's inhale again. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. From there, we extend the right leg behind us, hip level. Hands form a tripod with our left foot. There's our tripod balance. Remaining like that, or align left thumb with left pinky toe. Roll that right hip open, add that right arm to the sky, and there's half moon balance. exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. Go ahead and step the right foot way back as you bend the left knee. And that brings us into our lunge. Now we're ready to walk ourselves around into a straddle, swinging it facing the wide edge of our mat. Adjusting our feet so our toes are in, our heels are out, hands directly under shoulders, knees as bent as you need them to be. Let's inhale, look out, and then exhale, sink deeper down. We want to really work at letting go of the upper body. From there, let's press down through the palms, pushing the arms straighter. Rock back onto your heels as you lift your toes and spread them open really wide. And then press your feet flat, toes down, and raise up those heels. And then let's press the heels down. And bend the knees like we're trying to pull our tailbone down towards the mat. And then go ahead and push the legs straight. Press down into the arm, hands pushing the arms straight. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, open arms wide, airplane. And then as we inhale, we slowly rise to standing. Once we're all the way up, we've got palms open, face to the sky. Feet a little wider than hips, toes in, heels out, and there's a 5-pointed star. Big inhale to the sky, big exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale, growing into that sunflower. Exhale, fold, and inhale, sunflower. Again, exhale, fold, and inhale, sunflower. And then let's return to 5-pointed star. Let's lower the left arm down and around. It makes a full circle from the shoulder. Right arm lowers down and around, full circle. And then both arms down and around and open. Down and around and open. Once more, down and around and open. Turn left toes to the front end of your mat. Align left heel with right arch. Keep your hip bones facing the side of your mat. When ready, bend the left knee. Bring it out over your ankle without pushing past your toes. And center your body weight equal into both feet. So there should be no more weight in your front foot than there is in your back foot. And then we'll pull that leg straight. And try again, bending the knee. Pulling leg straight. And bending the knee. Reaching the left arm forward, lift the left arm higher. Right hand to back thigh, push left palm to the sky. And then pull left leg straighter and straighter without locking. And keep pushing left palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. And then from there, return to our start position. Now I want you to imagine that you're being pressed between two panes of glass like you would press a flower. We want to stay open and flat as we begin to pull our right hip to the right and start extending the left arm farther and farther away from that right hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, lower that left hand and lift the right. Feel like you're being pulled towards the sky. Pressing that right hip slightly forward and keeping that right shoulder rolled slightly back. Just breathe into all that open space. Make sure you've got your shoulder relaxed, your neck relaxed. And then let's take the right arm and see if we can lay it across our right ear. With that right palm facing the sky, that becomes side triangle. And then begin to bend the left knee, bringing out over your ankle. You You can either place your left forearm on your thigh or reach your left hand to the mat. And there's side angle pose. And then if we lift the arm back up, there's our extended angle pose. As we exhale, begin to revolve upper body. Once your hand makes it to the mat, return to runner's lunge. And then step your left foot back, bringing us into our plank. Exhale, lower elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, back up into down dog. Inhale brings us into plank. Hang on to your plank or insert a push-up. And then come back up into downward facing dog. And extend through that right heel, reaching it higher and higher to the sky. Three-legged dog. And then we'll step the right foot through the hands, bringing us back into runner's lunge. Once there, push left heel down, turn left toes out slightly, and then begin to straighten the right leg. And as you're doing that, we're going to lift up our right toes. And then we're going to inhale, look out. Exhale, let your upper body melt down into that right thigh. And then see if you can let your toes sink back into the mat. All the while, think about keeping those hips square and breathe into your hamstrings. On the next exhale, start to rebend the right knee, return to runner's lunge, and then step the left foot forward with toes close and heels apart. Now let's bend the knees like we're trying to sit in a little chair, and while we're doing that, sink the hips and pull your knees closer together. And then start lifting your ribs from your thighs and add your arms along your ears. And there's our chair pose. We're going to inhale and rise from our chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. And return to standing mountain pose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Extend through the left heel. That leg lifts to hip level. Hands from a tripod with right foot this time, and there's tripod balance. Remaining like that, or aligning left thumb with left pinky toe, we start to roll right hip open. And then we add that right arm towards the sky for half moon balance. And then as we exhale, right hand down if it's lifted, and we step right foot back, bringing us back into runner's lunge. That allows us to walk around into a wide straddle. So now we should be facing the other side of the mat. Toes in, heels out slightly, hands directly under shoulders. Knees as soft as we need them to be. Inhale, look out. And then exhale, elbows bend, and we drop the head. And again, we're just letting go of that upper body. Go ahead and push down into your palms. Arms get straighter and straighter. Rock back onto your heels as you lift up your toes and spread those toes apart. And then press the toes down and raise up those heels. And then go ahead and press the heels down. Bend the knees and pull your tailbone down towards the mat. And then go ahead, begin to push the legs straighter and straighter. Press down into the palms, pushing the arms straight. Inhale, look out and flat back. Exhale, open arms wide, airplane. And then let's inhale, rise up. Palms open, face to the sky, toes in, heels out. Five-pointed star. Rotate your palms to face forward. And then start to bring your hands closer and closer and closer together. Let your fingertips meet. Press your palms, lace your fingers. Press your index fingers together. Feel that deep stretch across upper back and back of shoulders. Inhale, begin to lift the arms. So now they're going to frame your head. And then we're going to feel ourselves stretching taller and taller, lengthening the spine. Slight back bend. And then inhale, neutral. Exhale, 5-pointed star. Right toes to the front end of our mat, aligning right heel with left arch. Keep hip bones facing the wide edge of your mat, and then bend the right knee. Bring it out over your ankle, but don't push past those toes. And pull straight. Again, let's bend. And pull straight. Again, let's bend. And then extend a little farther, lift the right arm, lower the left. Push right palm to the sky. And then from there, we're pulling right leg straighter and straighter and straighter without locking. And there's our reverse triangle. And then let's come back into our starting position. Once again, we imagine that we're being pressed between two panes of glass. As we start to pull our left hip up and start reaching that right arm farther and farther away from our left hip. Once we can't go any farther out in either direction, send the right hand low and the left hand high. Pressing left hip slightly forward, rolling left shoulder slightly back. Relaxing the shoulders and the neck. And just feeling that openness across the front of the body and along the spine. Feel that opening of your hips. Breathe. Now let the left arm start to lower across your left ear, palm towards the sky. There's our side triangle. And then we can begin to bend the right knee. Either placing right hand on the mat or right forearm on our thigh. There's side angle pose. Lifting the left arm high, extended ankle pose. Exhale, revolve upper body. Once your hands are down, you're back in your lunge. Step the right foot back into plank. Exhale, lower elbows down, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. You can hang out there or insert a push-up. And then we're back up into down dog. Left leg extends behind us, pushing through left heel, reaching towards the sky, three-legged dog. Now step the left foot through the hands, bringing us into runner's lunge. And then once there, push right heel down, turn right toes out slightly. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. And then start to straighten that left leg. And as you're doing that, you can lift up your left toes. Inhale, look out. Exhale, let your upper body sink down into that front thigh. And then see if you can sink your toes back down. And breathe into those hamstrings. Think of keeping those hips square. And then on our next exhale, go ahead and rebend your left knee so we're back in our lunge. Step the right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Begin to bend your knees like you're sitting down in a tiny chair, and as you're sinking your hips, now pull the knees closer together. Lift ribs from thighs, and then add arms alongside your ears for chair pose. Inhale, touch the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart. Let your arms return to your sides, and we're back in mountain pose. So for mountain pose, let's move into our standing balance. I'm going to find a focal point for your eyes. Once you've got your focal point, begin to draw that navel in. So be very aware of keeping your navel pulling inward to give you lots of power and support in your core as you shift your weight into your right foot. Once there, let's bend the left knee. Bring your left foot up behind you. See if you can place the inside of your left foot in the palm of your hand. And then let your right arm come forward. If you want to open your dancer pose, you can lift the arm, extend the leg a little farther back. And then let's release, and we're back into standing mountain pose. Inhale to the sky, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out, and exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll back up, reach to the sky, and return to standing mountain pose. So again, we find our focal point. Feel that belly button drawing inward as we shift our weight into our left foot. Bending the right knee so our right heel comes up behind us, placing the inside of our right foot in the palm of our hand, and letting that left arm come forward. Opening that dancer if we wish. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, open just the arms, and then let your hands come together behind you. Once you have them fastened together, you're going to pull down with those hands. Open the heart, open the throat. And then inhale, neutral spine, and exhale, fold forward. Pull ribs closer and closer to your thighs. Let your head drop as you lift your arms higher and higher. And breathe. And then exhale, hands release to the mat. Once they've made it back down, let's step back. Right foot, left foot into our plank. Keep right shoulder over right wrist, and let's turn and open for side plank. Exhale back around into full plank, and press up into down dog. A few walks of our dog. And then the heels press down, and we make our way back into plank. Now we've got left shoulder over left wrist, turning to open for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale back around into full plank, and then return to downward facing dog. Again, we walk our dog, and this time raise up both heels, and then press them back down. From there, let's return to all fours. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart cow. Exhale, round for cat. And then we're back to neutral. Extend through the right heel, pushing it out. Add the left arm forward, palm to the sky. Now open that left arm to the side. And then I want you to bend the right knee and bring it around. See if you can stretch it out to the side. And then return to that spinal balance. And then bring the left hand down. And from there, we're going to step right foot forward between the hands. Actually, to the outside of your right hand. Once you've got it in place, we're going to start to pull the front of our left thigh towards the mat. Make sure your right knee stays over your ankle, and then see about sinking deeper down. Now we can stay in this position, or we could move into our splits pose. And if you want to try splits pose, we need to bring ourselves upright first, and then try stretching that right leg out, and just going where your body allows you to go. And let's all take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's bring ourselves back to all fours. Once you've made it back to all fours, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. Exhale, round out again for cat. And then we're neutral. Now extend through the left heel and add the right arm forward, palm open to the sky. Now open that right arm to the side, bend the left knee, and pull the left knee around to the side. And then try stretching it out straight. And then we'll come back around to spinal balance. Let the right hand lower, and let's step the left foot forward now, keeping it to the outside of our hands. And then begin to pull the top of the right thigh towards the mat, sinking deeper down, breathing into that left hamstring and the front of our right thigh. And we can stay here and just continue to deepen the stretch by breathing deeper and deeper into it. Or we could try splits pose. And if we want to try splits pose, we need to come upright first so that we have room to stretch that front leg out. And just go where your body allows you to go. We've got one more inhale. On the exhale, let's all come back around onto all fours. And again, inhale, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart. Exhale, round for that cat. And then return to neutral. Big toes close, knees apart, push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop down through your knees, forehead on the mat. Turning palms open face to the sky. Now let's pass left arm through right armpit. Sink your shoulder down and breathe. Let's bring that arm out and we'll switch. Again, sinking the shoulder down, just letting the weight of your body deepen the stretch. And then bring that arm back out and one more time stretch out through those fingertips. From there, let's walk our hands closer to our knees. We're going to curl our toes under. And then we're going to come into a nice little squat. See if you can find your balance and then just press your hands together at your heart. Exhale, let's release back to all fours. And then we'll come around and have a seat. And then once we're seated, let's start out with our legs stretched out and straight in front. Hands on either side of our hips, pushing down into your palms and then pushing out through the bottoms of your feet. Relax as you walk your hands forward, pushing back through the tailbone and just folding in half. And then from there, let's come back up. Once we're up, we'll keep left leg straight, bend the right knee. Walk your foot in close to your body. Once there, start with just hugging your legs, your arms around that leg. And then let's keep the left arm wrapped around it. Send the right hand behind you so the back of your right hand peeks around and gets to the outer side of your left hip. Inhale, taller and straighter. And then exhale, rotate at your waist so you're looking farther over that shoulder. Exhale, let's untwist. And then place your right ankle on your left thigh. So when you look down at your legs, you see the number 4. Use that right hand to press gently on that right inner thigh until you're feeling some resistance in your right hip. And then from there, we're going to lift that right leg. And we're going to cradle the baby. We've got 2 ways to do it. We can pass our forearms underneath that lower part of your leg, bend the elbows and draw the leg in that way. And we want to make sure that we're not hunching and rounding, but really lifting and opening. Or we can take the bottom of our right foot, place it so that it's against the upper left arm, and the crease of the elbow kind of wraps around the outer edge of your foot, and then we hug it in that way. And again, we're making sure that we're keeping our back as long and open as we can without letting the shoulders hunch and round forward. As we exhale, let's release. We'll stretch the leg back out. Once again, hands on either side of the hips, push down through the palms, pressing out through the heels of your feet. And then we soften it and let our fingers walk forward, folding in half. And then let's come back up. This time we'll keep the right leg straight, bend the left knee, walk the foot in as close as you can. And we'll start by just hugging that leg. And then we're going to keep the right arm wrapped around the left leg. Send the left hand behind us. Try to get the back of your left hand to that outside right hip. Inhale, taller and straighter. Exhale, rotate at the waist to look over that left shoulder. And then exhale, untwist. Let's place that left ankle on the right thigh. So when we look down, we see the number 4. And then we're going to use that left hand to press gently on that left inner thigh until we feel some resistance in our hip. And then from there, we're going to lift up that left leg. And remember, cradling our baby, we can either feed those forearms through that lower leg and draw the leg in that way. Or we can take the bottom of that left foot, place it against the upper portion of the right arm, crease of the elbow comes around. And we want to make sure that we're not sickling the ankle. So we want to keep it nice and straight. And breathe into that hip. And then as we exhale, let's release. And again, we'll stretch both legs out straight. Hands on either side of our hips. Pressing down through palms, pushing out through those feet. And then just relax a little bit. And let's take the legs wider apart. Still pressing out through the feet. The hands go between the legs. Inching the hands forward, pushing back with the tailbone. Pull your belly button down. And your head will follow. What I don't want you to do is get your head down but have your back arched. So just go where your belly button pulls you. And then let's press our way back up. And then let's bend the knees and bring the soles of our feet together. Place your hands in the palms of your feet and pull your heels in closer. And while you're doing that, keep opening the heart, dropping the shoulders, and then pressing your knees wider and wider apart. And then do a little flutter of your butterfly. And then release. And let's bring the knees together. From there, we're going to put hands under thighs. Make sure your back stays straight, shoulders down, head held high. Find your balance on your tailbone. When ready, start extending your legs. Go where you can without rounding your back. Add your arms. And then begin to slowly open down. And once you've made it down, stretching out through fingers, pushing out through heels. Bring the knees to chest for a nice hug. Couple little side to side rocks. Couple couple knee circles round and round. And reverse. And then from there, resting your feet down. Feet apart about hips distance. Toes in, heels out, arms at your sides. Tightening the belly as we peel our way off the mat. Returning to our shoulder bridge. And then pull the right knee to your chest and stretch it right up towards the sky. And then let's rebend the knee. Continue to hold your bridge. And switch left knee in. Stretch it towards the sky. And let's bend it, place the foot back down. Continue to lift your hips a little higher. And then reach both arms towards the sky. And then slowly begin to sink one vertebra at a time back into the mat. And then once we're there, bring the knees back in. And again, nice stretch. Nice side to side rock. And those easy knee circles round and round. And reverse. Good, and then just keep the knees tucked in nice and close. And then just let your legs relax a little bit. And start to open the knees wider. Press the soles of your feet together just like we did in our seated butterfly. But now this is our lying butterfly. And then we're going to separate our feet. You're going to push your flat feet towards the sky. At the same time, you're pulling down with your hands. And that's our happy baby. And then from there, try stretching your legs out straighter and wider. And then we're pulling our legs back together, pushing our heels towards the sky. Think about pulling those toes over your head. Good, and then from there, let's rebend the knees. And place your feet back down on the mat. Let's stretch out one leg. Stretch out the other leg. And let your arms rest at your sides, palms to the sky. Tense the muscles in your legs. Tense the muscles in your arms. Pull the belly button in super tight. Now relax your legs, but the arms and the belly are still tense. Relax your arms, but keep the belly tense. And then finally, relax the belly. And just let your breath travel around the body. Seek out those spots that remain tense or tight. And breathe them away. Let's send away all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with a hopeful heart, a grateful heart, and a kind heart. Spreading random acts of kindness to all sentient beings. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. I thank you for joining me this morning. I hope that you feel renewed and relaxed and ready to face the day. Don't forget to hydrate. We want to keep our muscles nice and juicy. We want to keep our brain cells functioning well. And I will be back tonight to let you know what we've got taking place tomorrow. So in the meantime, be healthy, be safe, and be kind.